Hello everyone, CTX Prospector here today. Cold, snowy northern Michigan up here in Traverse City. And not going to get out there today. I went out and I hunted the river, Boardman River here yesterday and got that up online. Froze my feet off for sure. I got a leak in my waders. It's around the boot area. I'm going to have to address that. But great hunt. Felt good to get out there and shake it off. Definitely different than Florida from a couple weeks ago. But hey, I live in northern Michigan, so spring break is my time to get down to the southern states of Crescent Beach, Florida. So anyway, what I wanted to show you today is in the wintertime here in northern Michigan, when the ground is frozen and I'm taking a break from the rivers or any kind of open water, I'd like to check out Google Earth. And I think if you do this, you're going to find that you're going to get a lot of your homework done early, and you're going to have a great time doing it. It's a great way to investigate some of the parks around your area maybe you didn't even know you had, and start to formulate your ideas of how old the park is, the best places in the park to hunt, what's been changed maybe over the recent years, and so on. Now Google Earth, if you're not familiar, I figure most of you are. I've been familiar with it for years, but I've only used it in the last few because I really never had an application for it that Google Maps didn't take care of. But one feature in Google Earth that is really cool is their historic imagery option. Now we all wish that there was like really 1080p satellite imagery 50 years ago. Unfortunately, there's not, and there wasn't. But we can get back to about, it seems like in my area, 1993 seems to be the cutoff point. So what I've got here is Google Earth Pro, which is a free downloadable app. I'm using a Macintosh. I'm sure they have it for Windows as well. Basically download, plug and play. And what I'm going to do is there's a park that I drove by yesterday in a small little town of Williamsburg here in Michigan. And there's a little tiny post office there, and I looked over in the other direction of the post office and I noticed that there's a baseball diamond and a little picnic area and so on and so forth. And this is a kind of a yesteryear forgotten little tiny town. I'm thinking this park has been around a while. So anyway, before I get into that real quick, I wanted to show you too how I set up Google Earth. I pretty much unclick everything except for the new Google Earth. And under More, I just keep the parks and recreational areas checked. So that's giving me, can you see here, like obviously this recreational area is state land and so, but there's also smaller parks all over that are public parks and recreation, so places that you can possibly metal detect. So it kind of lets you get a visual really quick in your area of some ideas to go check out. Now the one in particular, Williamsburg, is down M72 right here. This right here are the two baseball diamonds in the park as well. Parking area here, there's some, I think there's some swing sets and so on, little picnic area. I like seeing trees. I would like to think those trees have been there for a while, as well as these. This area, I'll show you in a second, has changed a little bit over the years. And of course another baseball diamond here. I believe this is a private residence right in the middle, which is kind of weird, and I'm not sure whose property this is. But anyway, the feature I want to show you is their historic imagery feature in Google Earth, and it's this icon right here with the little clock with the counterclockwise arrow. And if you click on that, you're going to get the most recent Google Earth imagery, which looks like it was 2015. It looks really good. You can get in quite close and check it out. But what's unique about this feature is you can actually click back in time. We've gone back now to 2012. So basically, to me, I haven't looked it over real close. It looks the same, but it goes all the way back to 1993. And the imagery will be different. This is 2005, as you can see. It looks like the tennis courts, basketball courts there. Everything looks pretty much untouched. Looks like the parking area is still there. This area might have changed a little bit, but I'm going to keep going back in time. And eventually here in 1998, now I see kind of an area here, but I'm not seeing the tennis courts or the or the basketball court, the paved areas. So, older imagery here. Unfortunately, probably covered up some nice finds, depending on how old this particular park is, which I have not figured out yet. But I still know where the untouched area is, that there basically was nothing in these areas. And these were indeed still baseball fields in 1998. So going back all the way to 1993, as far back as Google Earth will let me go, again, I can kind of confirm there was no asphalt here, which would be more interesting actually if there was a barn or a house or a storage building that is, now, future, like today, gone, but was there. So sometimes reversing that situation to where you're seeing things that were there that are not there anymore, but it'll give you an idea of where to metal detect within these parks. So this particular example, it's kind of the other way around, which isn't uncommon, that they start to build and rearrange things as time goes on. But it is a great tool for researching your local area parks. For one, you can find out where your current parks are at and recreational areas, find out if you can detect them. And then for two, you can get in here and get a good overview visual with pretty darn good detail modern day, and then go back in time and kind of see what has taken place at least in the last maybe 20 years or so. It may go back farther in different areas. I know the image quality seems to be different across the United States depending on location. I don't know what that was all about. But anyway, that's that. So let's say, for instance, real quick, I decide that, this is something that I want to hunt, which it is this spring. And let's say I want to take, I could take a modern screenshot of it. But I'm not. I'm going to take a 1993 just to see what it used to be like. And on a Mac, that's Command-Shift-4. Okay, on the keyboard, hold down Command and hold down Shift and then press the 4 key. And then I'm just going to drag over this area. And that's basically down here just making a screenshot, okay? Now I might make another one of modern today, or at least 2015 in May. And again, I'm going to hold the Command and Shift, hit the 4 key, and I'll pretty much take the same snapshot. That one's a nice color. I'm just going to shrink down Google Earth. Now these are the two images that I just screenshot. And what I might do is actually, name these. Like this older one, I might rename the file just for reference, Williamsburg, 1993, and then, save that as that. And then what I've got here so far is my metal detecting sites for like 2018. So these are places that I'm looking to check out, doing my homework in the winter when I can't dig as often as I wish. It's a great time to get this work done because then you're just off and running and detecting come spring. So I might put this right into like in parks. Let's say if I put this in parks, come into parks, I may further refine that into, and I'm just calling it the Williamsburg Park. It probably has an actual name, and then I'll just put that in there. So I'll start to add things. Maybe find something on Google that gives the age or the date of the park or something, and I'll just compile everything in this folder so that spring comes and I've kind of compiled all these different sites that I've researched over the winter. I can just click in here and I can see I have the photos all there. I've got any kind of text that'll give me some clues in there. It's just really easy. I can print them off, take them with me, put them on your phone, whatever you want to do. So I would put both of these in here for Williamsburg, 1993, 2015, and so on and so forth. So anyway, that's what I wanted to show you today is, for a lot of you folks that may be in northern climates where the ground's frozen, detecting is just not happening, and you're just trying to make use of your time the best way you can. You're watching a lot of videos, you're getting tips, you're learning stuff, you're dreaming, as I am, about getting out there. Hey, why not, take that excitement, like they say, vacations, most of the fun is planning the vacation and then taking the trip. So start planning your metal detecting hunts now. Use Google Earth, it's a great tool. Compile it all up, and you'll be surprised. Come spring, you're just going to go in there and take one at a time, depending on your schedule, location, and you're going to have a lot of fun doing that. It's the second year I've done that, and it really paid off last year. Fortunately, I didn't start recording any of my metal detecting until just recently, so I so wish that I would have started earlier. So I've got so many finds that it was only me there to discover. So anyhow, I'll let you go. Happy metal detecting. Thanks for watching, and we'll see y'all soon.